Welcome everyone to this session of Authors in Conversation. Today I'm speaking to Antoinette Pellegrini, who is a multiple author and has a lot to tell us about her author journey. So Antoinette, welcome, and just you take the floor now.
Thanks, Jane. I appreciate the opportunity, and hello, everyone. Okay, so my journey as an author, I guess it started over more than 20 years ago, almost closer to 30 years ago now. Um, and I was working full time in the Victorian public sector, and I was a single mum to two wonderful boys, but I had a passion inside me to write books. Basically, I wanted to write about the importance of our thoughts, and importance of positive thinking, and how important all that is to our health and well-being, and even to manifesting the things we want in our lives. So I kind of felt driven to write about all of that. And I guess it coincided with the spiritual journey I was on.
Yeah.
So I guess I was an atheist from when I was 15. But around my mid-30s, that sort of changed, and I discovered spirituality, also discovered science and quantum physics, and how those two seem to, if not say the same things, but there was a real correlation between what those things were saying and about the nature of reality. So I kind of was driven to write about all of that.
I'm glad you did, and I want to read that book, basically.
Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah.
So I actually started to write, and in 2006, I kind of felt I was ready to publish. But I had absolutely no idea how to get a book published. And I came across someone who said he could help me, but he kind of took it over and published it the way he wanted it. Almost turned out to be his book, the way it looked, the way it felt. And
Okay.
I just wasn't happy with it. I got 2 boxes of them and I gave them away to a few people, friends, family. But I basically put them in the bottom of my cupboard, and I vowed one day that I would redo it the way I wanted to do it.
Oh, what a shame. That's a
Yeah,
typical
I know. The publishing
publisher.
side is not always easy.
Oh no, no, no.
Anyway, so one day was 11 years later, actually. So in 2016, I was finally able to leave my corporate job, and I said, right, now's the time. I'm going to rewrite that book. So, I did update it because, 11 years, my thoughts and things about all of the things I was writing about changed slightly. So I updated it. And then I thought, how do I publish? And I approached some publishers and they wanted a lot of money to publish. And anyway, finally found someone who I thought I could work with. And I've self-published my first book. I don't know if you want to see it. So it's Your Thoughts Matter.
Oh, great title. Excellent cover.
Yeah, so it's affirmations and reflections on,
Good.
basically the power of thoughts and
Mm.
gratitude, etc. And to go with that, I actually published a reflection journal and affirmation cards as well.
Oh, so
They
great.
go
Yes.
together. And from that book, I actually recently published a children's book called Sandcastles. So I've got a paperback. I don't know if you can
Oh,
see it.
beautiful. Can certainly see it. Yes.
Yeah, and I self-published that myself totally. And the reason I did that from Your Thoughts Matter is I use a metaphor in the book about sand and sandcastles, showing how we're all connected, we're all part of the one main thing, but we're also unique.
How lovely.
But before the children's book, I actually created an anthology series called We Inspire Now. I hadn't intended to do an anthology series, but it sort of just happened. And I don't know, Jane, if you feel this, but sometimes books have a mind of their own.
Oh, they do. It's
They
true.
do. And they start off as one thing and end up as being something completely different. And in fact, my first anthology, which is called Live Your Truth, was meant to be a book about menopause, but it didn't end up being that at all. So the anthology series, which I call We Inspire Now, essentially it's just ordinary people sharing their stories. I share my story. I wrote the introductions, and other people share their stories about overcoming challenges, pursuing their dreams. They're all inspiring stories, and I think we all have a story to tell. So 4 books later, I've got that, the second one. a message to your younger self. I don't know if you can see that.
Yes, yes. Right.
And then Journey to Me, and the latest one, The Spirit Within. And it's been a very exciting journey. And even people have now been asking me to help them publish a book. So that's been exciting as well.
Absolutely. It's a great space to be in. We're in the same space, and I know what you mean. It's a real honor, isn't it, when people trust us to that extent? It's fabulous.
It is. And the books I'm focusing on are mainly, motivational and inspirational books, because I think, we can all use that, in such difficult times.
Oh, yes.
To uplift us and to, touch our souls, I guess. And I'm a big believer that writing can also be healing in itself.
Oh, it's so true. Yes.
Yeah. So I know the authors that have written in the book have found that they've kind of reevaluated their lives or healed an aspect of their lives. I kind of laughingly say that if you haven't cried while you've written it, you haven't quite got there.
That's great.
So, but it's been an amazing journey, and I kind of feel like even though I've done all those books, so I'm now writing my 7th book, which is probably going to be the most significant.
Okay.
I still feel like I'm only just at the start of what I want to do. I guess my overarching message to everyone is never give up on your dreams.
Oh, that's a great message.
Never give up on your dreams. Just pursue it. If there's something you've always wanted to do, just do it. Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. This is great. Yes.
Yeah.
And now just back to that 7th book, though.
Yeah.
This is going to be a special one, I can tell. What's the subject matter? How's it going to be out?
It's really a continuation of my first book, Your Thoughts Matter, but I'm going into a lot more depth about the nature of our reality, about who we are, about the importance of thoughts. I'm talking about the linkages with quantum physics. There's a lot in there. I haven't got a title yet, but I almost felt like calling it God, the universe, and everything. So, but I won't call it that. But that's how it feels to me.
But that's the kind of scope, if you like. Hey.
Yes, it has been an incredible journey, and I've been so blessed with all the people that have touched my life in terms of, especially the authors who've written in the books.
Yes.
Those who I've helped publish their books. It's been incredible.
Have any of the ones from the anthology gone on to write their own book?
I have quite a few, actually.
I'm pretty sure, because once you get that, oh my God.
Yeah, you get the writing bug, and it's hard to put it aside. So, in fact, I'm helping one of the authors publish her story, her autobiography now. And it just feels wonderful being able to help someone do that.
Yes, absolutely. Now, where can people find you?
Probably through my website. So it's just www.antoinettepellegrini.com. My books are all on Amazon, Booktopia, all the major retailers. So certainly my contact details are on my website.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing this. Every time I talk to someone like you, and then I share this with my community, I know it's going to motivate a couple of people who might be sitting on the fence, maybe more than a couple. You never know. So I really am grateful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And like I said, just go for it. Like I said, I'm 63 now, and I still feel like there's so much more that I can achieve and go for it. I encourage everyone just to go for it.